Hello, welcome into the Lone Wolf Tarot. I am the Lone Wolf, and I wanted to pick up the tarot, but I guess I'm gonna just dive into this one more time, and then I'll do the tarot on the next one. So yeah, hello. We're gonna be doing a general read for you. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So three cards came out immediately. Three cards for general read that if it resonates, take what resonates, leave the rest type of thing. Also timeless. So we have um, gain, death, and protest. So there could be something that is inevitably growing. Okay, you could be either getting karma that is potentially um, painful. Okay, you could also be like getting a conclusion or getting to the conclusion that it's is inevitable. Like you can't control the outcome is coming no matter what type of thing. Like it's okay. So death is inevitable. High key, bro. But no, that's not what I'm trying to say. But like whatever this is, it's inevitable, right? But it seems like there's some type of attention on it, or like maybe you're becoming aware that like no matter what you build, you die type of thing. Like they like maybe you're becoming more aware of death and like the fact that this is even though it seems like it's booty, right? Let's just admit having to be born here in this world to die is kind of upsetting sometimes because you got so much things you want to do in your life, but it's also giving like that's the message, like you have so much stuff that you want to do, so you're like getting aware of the fact that like it sucks that you have a limited amount of time, so it's time for you to start taking action towards the things you want to do, whatever those things are. Okay, that's what it's giving, like maybe you're gaining some type of conclusion on the fact that death is coming no matter what. Yeah, so you're deciding like I want to love on myself. Okay, I want to let's see what this vision problem is. So there's something that's unknown because you don't potentially know. Maybe the ending. Maybe you don't know if it's heaven. Maybe you don't know if it's reincarnation. You kind of don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe that causes you some type of issues. Okay, so we have like okay, so I don't know. You seem to be progress spiraling now. Like okay, so there's an energy to where you potentially need to do some type of healing work, but you're kind of preventing it. So you need to heal the concept around death, maybe the concept around like the afterlife, maybe like it's causing some type of like um, mental separation from the world around you, and maybe even like some issues. Maybe like you're starting to be more cutthroat with people because you don't have time to spend with these people, and like maybe that's great for you and stuff, but I feel like it's also a little bit counterproductive to be cutthroat if these people are just people too who are learning type of thing, and people who like it depends on what the cutthroat is. Okay, yeah, it depends on what the cutthroat is though, like like if it's because this person forgot to call you back last night and then you're like, oh, that's a red flag, and then you cut them off, versus like, oh, this person actually is harassing, abusing, or being a mental strain to me, like actually toxic, versus like an issue that just didn't go your way. Then but okay, I'm just giving you examples. Don't go too far. That's what I'm trying to say. But like, it's given like it is causing some type of issues, and it's maybe causing you to be alone type of energy as well. Yeah, you could be like very much sticking to this energy even though it does seem to be causing you issues. Like it's not giving, like it's giving stubborn, but it didn't. It's more or less like not just stubborn. Because with stubborn, eventually, hopefully, you can get some type of push. Just feels like you're trapped in an ego of this, like an ego of fighting with people, ego of being alone, an ego of like not being very spiritual, or like not questioning that side of reality, or like like, and it's like now you're basically coming to the conclusion of this, so you could have been very much in this energy until you realize like I am gonna die, bro, and when I die, what's gonna happen? Like, do I have a connection with the divine, or like, is that important to have a connection with the divine? Can I say like I don't have no regrets when I pass, or like like did I spend good times doing what I wanted? Do I even love myself fully? Like like I spent my whole life hating myself. Shouldn't I start loving myself? Or starting, like it's so much stuff that you're starting to be like, dang, I I'm realizing it could be tomorrow. It could be, a week from now. Like, God forbid, and you live a long, prosperous life. All my viewers, I pray we live a long, prosperous life. A long life that is healthy, that is strong, that is, you know, um, always producing, right? But it's just giving like you are freaking out now, low key. Like, you're having I guess, an existential crisis, midlife crisis, whatever the heck. So 5 5 is the only number that's repeating. So there's a change coming because of this. Like, you could be potentially changing your mind on death, changing your mind on spirituality, changing your mind on everything. Like, do I want to be alone? Do I want to always be fighting with people? Like, is it worth fighting every battle? Type shiz. You feel me? Like, do I love myself? Do I fully love myself? That's a real question right here, because the self love is on the fence going towards the reverse. So it's like, do I love myself enough? I don't want to die with hatred towards myself in my heart, type shit. Like, dang. So, like, I don't know what this evidence is, but it's evidence. Like, so you maybe have gotten, this, something sparked this. So something came into your vicinity and kind of like brought you back to the way of spookiness. I'm not gonna say spooky, but like, people really ignore the spiritual side of life. A lot of people do. But you're here, so maybe this is like your first video to watch or something. Hi, welcome. No, but anyway, so it's like, yeah, it's giving like there was some type of proof of like the divine, proof of afterlife, proof of whatever, and you started to like, yeah, wanting to get into it. You wanted to like start to dive into that proof, start to like ask questions, start to like research. So maybe that's like the change that's coming. I don't know what blessing has to do with it, but like, maybe this is a blessing for you. Maybe this is like fulfilling to you. Maybe like before, you were living in a rat race type of lifestyle, like, just make money, fight with people. When you fight with people about stupid shit, you're by yourself, you're trapped by your ego, you don't even love yourself fully. Then it's like, dang, something was brought to your attention that now it's like, woo, this is fun. This is more interesting than everything I was doing, type of thing. Like, this is a very, what's going on here? Like, this is something that's like, how do I say this? Something that's like, woohoo, finally. Yeah, like a gift. It's like a blessing. Like, it's like a exciting, like, it's like Harry Potter finally getting chosen to go to the school. Like, it's like he lived a very mundane, horrible life, existence, until finally he ran into the invitation for the whole magical. It's like giving that, like, you finally ran into your owl. Like, you finally met the owl that is telling you that you're a wizard, Potter, or whatever, Harry. You're like, like, that's what it's giving. So now you're excited a little bit, or like interested about it. Yeah, like, you've been living a nightmare, and now it's like starting to break. It's starting to be like, I'm free from the suffering. I'm free from, like, if this is real, then what else? Like, like, what else can I get? Like, it's like, yeah, you're like, give me more information, give me more understanding, give me more than whatever um I knew before, type of thing. Now that took a really quick turn. So we were just getting the past information, and now we're getting like where you're at now. So, okay, any advice for this individual? Any advice? It's like, let me pick. That's too many. It's too many. So there is something that is potentially causing some type of sickness for you that you're doing. Maybe it's drinking, maybe it's smoking, maybe it's staying up too late, maybe it's drinking too much coffee, maybe it's not eating, maybe it's something like that. Like, a habit that is causing some type of sickness. You're being called to stop, please. I feel like that is bothering you and your vibration, type of thing. So, like, make sure you're paying attention to the things you put in your body. Make sure the things, like, actually be aware, because those things influence you. Yes, we have medicine and stuff, but it's like, why are you eating a whole bunch of high cholesterol things for you to get the surgery to remove the cholesterol from your heart? One of the better ways to do this and prolong that is to like eat lower cholesterol things, good cholesterol. That's just an example, but it's like, don't fight the fact that you also influence your health, whatever that is. That, not to scare you, but there is something that's just being brought up for somebody out there, that you are doing something that is not healthy. It might be causing some type of illness. Maybe you're not even aware of it. You could be gluten intolerant this whole time and never knew. It's just a simple, stop eating gluten. There's so much things out there that's not with gluten or something. Like, maybe you're lactose intolerant and you didn't know, and you have bubble guts, and now you stop, just, start taking the pills or not doing dairy at all, type of thing. Like, that's I don't know why, but that's just a side note. So anyway, with that being said, yeah, because illness is back at the bottom. So that's just a side note. Like something is targeting you, or like something that you're doing. I feel like it's something that you were grown up with. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like something like a belief you have that you need to stop that's getting you sick. But okay, so any advice that would get the advice? That was some type of advice. But okay, so some advice on the situation we're talking about. I feel like that would help your vibration though, because like if you're, you know, eating low vibrational things that causes the body to get sick and causes you to get sick. So like there's a plan, or you need to start planning. Maybe you need to start researching, but there is a schedule that is happening. Yeah, schedule. The good news has been scheduled already, type of thing. Like there is a schedule. There's like divine scheduling. Like there's a divine and I don't know if it's still there. No, there's a divine like finger in the middle. Like I'm trying to make sense. So like there's something that's moving pieces around for you. So like you don't really have to like stress so much as to when this will happen. Okay, so it could be like online, potentially something that maybe like you should research or find a community online potentially, or somebody is out there that you can connect to online or something, guys. It's just giving like there is something that is on the divine's timing a little bit, but it's good for you, whatever it is. So maybe the owl will come back and be like, "Hey, let's go be magicians. Let's go be wizards." Yeah, the scheduled collaboration. Okay, so that's funny. So the collaboration is scheduled. So since you kind of like already was like, "Yeah, let's do it," kind of thing, energy. Yeah, good news is back at the bottom deck. Don't worry, you're gonna get a message. You're gonna like something good's gonna happen. It's beautiful. Something good's gonna happen. With that being said, I'm close this out. So bye. I love you so much.